No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What? I thought I was hosting it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RawFlix and Chill, the Monday edition of the Smackin' Raw podcast. I am the captain on this episode. SCS Vince. Technically captain because I'm steering the ship. I'm steering the ship.
Underboss.
Joining me is Katie Kinsey Bay, the shaman of She Leads. How's it going, Katie?
Hi.
And returning from his paternal leave, even though he broke it on Tuesday, the warden Matt Ritter. How's it going, Matt? Thank you for coming back, man.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's baby number 2?
Baby number 2 is good. She is very good. We got to hang out, watch Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
Starting her off right? Gotta let her know from the beginning, right out of the womb.
I mean, we'll see. I got Zoe, so if this one turns out to be more like Kate, who wants to read books and other stuff, that's fine. I got Zoe.
Yeah,
but we're trying.
Yeah. What we're also trying is trying to get all the subs and the views and everything up when we go live. And we go live on twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. And if you have Prime Gaming, you should have a free subscription to a Twitch streamer of your choice. And it should be us. You should choose us. But if you don't choose us, you can go ahead and give your sub to Katie or to the fine folks over at River City Radio. But definitely you should give it to us. But if you want to give us a free sub, it is free to subscribe over to youtube.com/Creation World, where you should like, comment, subscribe. Katie, what does that do?
Boosts the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
Matt, why is that important?
Because I'm a whore.
Yeah, Matt's a whore for all your likes, your attention, your adoration. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, flick the bean, as we like to call it, so you know when we go live with a brand new episode. And we'll be going live the Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Matt will talk more about it, but we're here now. And what's here now?
Is this because I started the thing?
No.
I said I'd do it, and you did it.
No.
Payback?
Unintentional.
Well, while Vince brought it up, ladies and gentlemen, I, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter, the host of Smackin' It Raw, have decided, after discussions with Katie and Vince, that we were planning on going back to 1 day a week, covering all 3 shows after WrestleMania. However, with me starting back work this upcoming Monday, a week from today, I felt like it was unfair of me to ask my wife to just do all of the baby things while I'm at work, while I'm podcasting, and while I'm sleeping to go to work. Even though she is on maternity leave, it's still not fair. So to help ease her load, doing that 1 day a week instead of 3 days a week on a day that I have off and can spend most of the time with the child prior to podcasting. So starting April 5th, the day that I turn 38 years old, we are back on Saturdays, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, doing this show for at least 2 more years.
Yeah.
Y'all start fucking appreciating me. Not you guys. I love you too.
So this will be the last edition of RawFlix and Chill. So let's make it a good one. And let's go to news and rumors, which means I'm going to kick it off to Katie because this is her segment of the show. Katie, what do we have in the news and rumors?
The only thing that I've seen after speculations is now confirmed that the natural disasters are going in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Obviously, it's been speculated for a few weeks by now. But no, yeah, the natural disasters, typhoon and earthquake, are going into the Hall of Fame this year.
Shout out. I wasn't around for them, but happy they get their flowers for sure.
I need them to go into two things.
Okay.
Or at least one of them to go into two things. The Hall of Fame, well deserved.
So Bakley.
And the other one is the point pool for Matt Ritter.
You're such a fucking monster.
Dude, for real? You know what? Let's just go to Spits and Swallows. Because, you know, I don't know how to transition out of that. Unless you have more
news. The point in a while, so
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Listen, let's start off with the first thing we got on Raw. We have John Cena. He comes out and he basically stressed a lot of the same points he made last week. He brings up the little Jimmy in the crowd that he pointed out and made fun of, but the little dude dressed.
No, I understood. I just didn't know if we knew his name was Jimmy or not.
His name might be Jimmy. We don't know.
Well, we're gonna call him Little Jimmy for now instead of a Jane Doe.
How about Little Dan? Speaking of Dan, hi Bakley.
Little Dan.
Maybe. But yeah, Little Jimmy in the crowd. He talks about how WWE even posted him on social media, and that we're even worse than John Cena because we crucified the child, kept making memes and making jokes and putting him all over social media. He talks about how he's going to ruin wrestling for us. He made a comparison about how when he came out back in 2025 in April with the Spinner Championship, everybody was like shitting on him, saying he ruined wrestling. There was a disgrace. It was a toy title, yada, yada. He says that come WrestleMania, he's going to win number 17, have everyone forget about Nature Boy Ric Flair, which we've already forgotten about him, John. You don't have to do that anymore.
He won't let us forget about him. That's not true. He won't just fade away into oblivion. He just keeps showing up and doing dumb shit.
Unfortunately. But John says that once he wins the timeout, that this man wished death. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes.
I did not wish death. I said I need two things. I need points and them in the Hall of Fame.
Yes. You did.
Also, you are one to talk, Reek.
I mean, that's also kind of true.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, he's going to make everyone forget about Ric Flair when he wins number 17, and he's going to be the last real WWE champion because he's going to run wrestling for us. He's going to take that championship and go home. He's going to retire. He's going to leave WWE with the title. That way, whoever wins a new WWE championship will be the said toy title that they claim the Spinner title to be. So that was the crux of his promo. He's going to ruin wrestling for us because he's still mad at us. Cody comes out and he essentially, for lack of a better word, summarize everything, was saying it's like, you got me fucked up if you think you're going to go and take this title and leave with WWE from it, because first you got to take it from me. Forget taking it from the fans. You got to take it from me first. And they kind of teased like they were going to fight, but then they didn't. John Cena went halfway through the ramp, then came back, more cock teasing. I feel like they're protecting Cody by not having John rip him on the mic. But listen, I just advocate for COVID to serve a noble purpose. Listen, COVID did serve noble purposes.
Reek advocates for two things and two things only: COVID and Katie.
COVID and Katie. They didn't think we'd have those two things lumped together on the episode. But yeah, John.
COVID. Does that count? Twice.
But yeah, John Cena, Cody Rhodes segment 2 weeks in a row. The second, the third. What do you guys think? Spinner swallow.
When did John Cena introduce the spinner belt?
He said April 21st, 2005, I believe. I might be off on the exact date.
No. That you said 2025, and I wanted to clarify that you were 20 years into the future.
I think I was trying to say 20 years ago he introduced the spinner title. So my bad. But yeah, go on.
No, so I mean, it's a swallow. John Cena, is going to ruin wrestling. That's going to be a meme. People are going to get a bunch of shit out of that for a long, 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 long time. Him being the last real champion because he's going to take the belt and retire, and everything after him is bullshit. Cody coming out and being like, "Did you forget you have to go through me for that, there, kid? You want to do it? We can do it now." And then John, blows on his dick duster like he's going to do something, and then walks away. Doesn't do it. Cody's champ now, and the only way that John Cena is leaving WrestleMania is the same way he is leaving Monday Night Raw. The only thing in his hand is going to be his dick.
I don't think that was said.
That's exactly
you know what?
They censored stuff, so poorly censored it, but they censored stuff. So you might have missed.
They
it was all
poorly censored.
Poorly
but it was all
censored
there.
a lot of stuff for sure. What about you,
Fuck
Katie?
you, Cena.
All I heard was the crowd wanting to fuck John Cena. That's what I heard.
I mean, so do I, but that's fine. No, this is a swallow. It's like John is airing his grievances as he should. He's sick and tired of all y'all. I personally have loved the spinner belt. I have a replica. Well, I have the toy up on my bookcase, unopened because it's precious. I never had issues with the spinner. I thought that was dope as shit. As a kid, it's anything.
I love spinners.
Yeah, the fidget spinner championship is what she. For a second there, I thought John was going to tease these. I'm gonna ruin wrestling by bringing the spinner.
If you know, you know.
I'd be so okay with that coming back. And honestly, John turned babyface because he said, "We're gonna forget about Ric Flair, please. I don't want that old man anywhere in this business."
Honestly, in 2025, that's a face turn. Hi, Zoe.
Yeah, you can say hi.
I love her.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi.
How are
How was your
you?
Ben.
I'm glad. Good. Did you enjoy wrestling today?
Yeah. And
Yeah?
I even went to school today.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild. You did two things at once. That's amazing.
What'd you think of John Cena and Cody Rhodes?
Huh?
What'd you think of John Cena and Cody Rhodes?
John Cena and Cody Rhodes were hugging, and John Cena kicked Cody Rhodes while they were hugging.
I got like 5% of that, but yes, I agree 100%. 100%, Zoe.
Do you like John Cena? Say it.
No, I don't like John Cena.
Is it because he was mean to Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes is my favorite wrestler.
I know. Your daddy's told us you love Cody Rhodes.
I understand, Zoe. My wife also doesn't like John Cena because he's mean to Cody Rhodes. So you guys have that in common.
All right, I need the headphones back so I can finish doing my show. Okay, love? Say bye.
Hey,
What?
need to say one more thing.
Say it.
And I also went to Jewel today with my mom.
Oh, that was
No way.
Very
That's great. I
Okay.
love Jewel.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Zoe.
I love her.
Bye.
Bye, Zoe.
You done, Dad?
No, I'm not done. You made me close the thing. Yes, Kate Cargill.
Say hi there.
I love
This is Zoe's show. We just appear.
And Naomi slammed Jay Tardale on the car.
Yeah, it was wild. Wild
Okay.
stuff, Zoe.
Go upstairs. I love you.
I'm gonna be right here.
Huh?
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on. So family, right? That's the theme. We had some family reunions on Raw. The
No.
Usos reunited to take on A-Town Down Under. Jay had a mystery partner. It turned out to be Jimmy. I didn't really think about Jimmy until like over the weekend.
Literally
Like,
forgot about Jimmy.
Yeah, everybody was assuming because it's Scotland, it was going to be Joe Hendry. But we got the Usos. It was a win. The Usos got the win with their 1D. Gunther drags Jimmy out after the match, and then Jey and Gunther brawl. After Jey gets a little bit of the upper hand, he trips, falls, stumbles. Gunther takes advantage, but Jimmy comes and makes the save with a steel chair. They stand tall to end the segment. Later on in the show, they're sitting on the stairs, and Jey just looks a little like down on the dumps. Jay's trying to give him a little pep. Jimmy's trying to give Jey a little bit of a pep talk, saying Jey can't beat Gunther. It's at least not this version of Jey. We need the right hand man. We need main event Jey Uso. That's the man. I'll talk about that basically. That's the man that's going to be able to beat Gunther. And then he, I guess, saw Gunther walking by. It's like, matter of fact, I got you. Because he goes to Gunther, challenges him to a match next week, raises the pimp hand, and challenges him to a duel for the following Monday. So, yes, Usos, 8-Town Down Under tag team match following the Jey Uso pimp slap duel challenge to Gunther. Katie, we'll start with you because Matt has his mic muted.
It's a swallow. Jim Jam coming out to help Jey. Literally completely fucking forgot the Jey and Jimmy were like, it could have been a possibility. Match was fine. It was weird getting like commercials but not commercials.
Yeah, it was very weird.
But it only lasted for like 3 segments, and then they said, "No, take your ads back," which is rude.
Yeah.
Jimmy being a good big brother, giving Jey a little pep talk, and being like, "You need to get your shit together."
Yeah.
And you need to figure it out, and you need to be Big Goon. And he slapped the shit out of him. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. It was like that episode of Rick and Morty where Morty's like, get your shit, put it in the shit museum, and get it together. Yes, man. You have your hand raised.
How is this version of Jey Uso any different from the version of Jey Uso that won the Royal Rumble, which was the last thing that Jimmy said was, we need the version that won the Royal Rumble. This was the version that won the Royal Rumble. So, like, clarify. Yes, Katie?
This version of Jey doubts himself. That old version of Jey believed in himself.
That's because everyone keeps telling him he can't do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, cyberbullying is a real thing, and it got to Jey. And I think that's kind of like crisis of confidence because he mentioned he hasn't been able to beat Gunther 3 times at bat. So he's struck out every single time. So, I mean, listen. Literally, it's the same literal Jey, but I think he needs to get back to that mentality where he was at the Rumble because he's dipped away from the Rumble mentality Jey, from the main event Jey Uso Jey. But Matt, is it a swallow? Is it a spit for you?
I don't care. It's a gargle. I mean,
but the Usos are back. They brought out their one.
I don't care.
You don't care about the Usos?
No. Why?
Rabbit Dog Jey.
Better than Surfing Jey.
There.
Listen, I don't. It's a gargle. Like, was it cool to see the Usos tag team again? Yeah. Was it against A-Town Down Under? Yeah. Was it not important because it was against A-Town Down Under? 100%. Did Jimmy slap the shit out of Gunther? Yeah. Did Gunther look like he kind of enjoyed it and wasn't affected by it at all?
He's a masochist. Yeah. What do you expect?
So next week or whenever, we're probably going to see Big Spoon Goon.
Yeah.
Big Spoon Jey to sleep. Maybe take his pants down. Maybe make it a little uncomfortable.
Whoa.
And Jimmy's going to come down to save his twin brother because I don't know if you guys know this, but like twins can feel stuff. So while Gunther is choking Jimmy, Jay's going to feel it.
I like how Matt's like commentary completely shifts once Zoe leaves the room. I think that's hilarious, by the way.
Well, it's good dad.
Talk about commentary. There was backstage commentary of the Judgment Day between Raquel. What? Yes, man.
Speaking of commentary, did we talk about how Pat McAfee was free balling it in a rented kilt?
We didn't.
That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful. You rented that. Other people have to wear that.
They better dry clean it twice.
They should just make him pay for it at this point.
And Michael Cole was looking up the skirt to see what Pat had going on.
No, he said you better be wearing something underneath it when he got on the desk to eat. And
listen,
he's like, I'm free balling.
You peeped the shank in the sock though.
I did not.
What?
Listen, his feet were the farthest thing from what I was looking at.
Hey, listen. I don't have an issue with Pat, but compared Corey Graves and Cole versus Pat and Cole, I enjoyed Corey last week better. He's a little bit more reserved. I think sometimes Pat makes it about himself, not intentionally. I'm just kind of over it right now.
Because he was a kicker, he's used to everything not being about him, so he wanted something for himself.
Yeah. He's
Man,
like, look,
podcast.
I'm not wearing any underwear. I'm raw dogging it with my kilt. Look at me.
That's not the same thing.
Sounded like it was the same thing. But yeah, going back to what I was trying to get to. Judgment Day, they're backstage. Raquel, Liv, Dom, and Carlito joins them. Dom's a little bummed out. Liv wants to know what happened to Finn. It's like, I don't know. I can't get a hold of him. He's still mad at me. Dom is bummed out about it. But Liv's like, hey, look, we can still... Wait, what?
He was not bummed out about it, because if he was bummed out about it and he felt bad about it, he wouldn't have then immediately gone to Penta.
He had like this, like, oh, I messed up. Like, I kind of feel bad, but I kind of don't think. Like,
okay,
I messed up,
real quick. Listen, by the way, since this is the last week for RawFlix, I don't care how long the shows go, so don't worry about getting under 40 minutes. What we do is what we do. But Kate and I are watching Temptation Island, right? And literally, we were on episode 4, and this dude, his whole thing was like, I am here to prove to my girlfriend that because I cheated before, I'm not that person, and I will not cheat again. And immediately fucks some chick in the shower. And then the next day he wakes up and he's like, I feel so bad. I feel so bad about it. And then like he goes to the bonfire and she basically says that he's a fuckboy and she doesn't trust him and this and that he's just a shitty person. And he's like, how could she think that of me? I know deep down I'm a good person, after he cheated on his girlfriend, which was the whole reason he showed up to the island. And that's exactly what Dominik Mysterio was doing with Finn Bálor. He literally went and said, hey, IC title, Penta. And Finn's like, no, fuck you. Hold on. He's like, no, fuck you. He's going for my belt. And Dom's like, I feel so bad. But then immediately goes to Penta and is like, hey, come join the Judgment Day and maybe get that IC title tonight. What do you think, bro?
Okay.
Dom has fuckboy tendencies.
Dom tries to put up the facade that he is bummed out about his actions last week. So Liv tries to like cheer him up. It's like, look, we can still bring IC gold to the Judgment Day. I think it's time that you go after the men's title. But before she can finish that sentence, Carlito's like, you know what? You're right, Liv. I should go after the Intercontinental Championship. So looks like Carlito might go after that IC title.
Carlito ain't nobody.
Carlito doesn't even fucking wrestle.
Listen, I'm not
That's
saying
not cool.
To each his own. But then Liv pivots. It's like, listen, I think you should still talk to Penta. And Dom's like, I don't know, like what, like Finn. It's like, look, you gotta trust your intuition because Finn didn't want me to join Judgment Day, and you brought me into Judgment Day. And look at me, that was a great move. So go ahead, talk to Penta. She convinces Dom to go ahead and talk to Penta. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Say it.
Well,
say it.
Will said hola Mateo, and I said hi Will, and then he said hola Katie, and then she said hi Will, and then he said hola Vince, and I was like,
hi Will. Sorry, I was trying to finish my sentence. I saw Will. I saw him saying with his holas and what have you, and I was trying to get to that, but I was trying to finish my talking point. But yeah, the Judgment Day backstage stuff.
Temptation Island, yeah.
Judgment Day, Temptation Island. Then that led to Lyra Valkyria defending. Vince only care about me when Matt isn't able to work. Listen, I love you. I care about you. Let me just get to my points. God damn it! I keep getting cut off. Things went to shit when JD got hurt. Listen, JD was the heart and soul of Judgment Day apparently. But yeah, Lyra Valkyria defending her IC title against Spanish Rachel. Lyra gets the win with a roll up. It was. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't really paying attention to the match all that often. Liv and Raquel attack Lyra after the match. Bailey comes in and makes the save. Kind of stares at the IC title once they clear the ring. Overall, the Judgment Day shenanigans plus the IC Women's title match. If you guys want to add more of the meat and potatoes of the actual match, you can. Katie?
Judgment Day sucks. Spanish Rachel ain't shit. Lyra gets to keep her title. Pam with the save. Shout out.
Pam with the yams.
Pam with the yams.
Pam with the yams.
I love that anytime they're in Europe, Bailey gets the same chance she was getting in like 2015.
10 years ago, yeah.
I just love it.
Hey, we want some Bailey.
They just care
Yeah.
about her, and I love that because she deserves that. Yeah, Judgment Day sucks. That's my main point here.
Matt?
I'm a little sad to see what's going on with Lyra as Intercontinental Champion when Chelsea Green is doing such big things over on SmackDown with the title on the other end, because Lyra is a fantastic talent, and at the very least we should just be booking her in a bunch of banger fucking awesome matches and giving her time to do what she does. She doesn't have to be the charismatic, funny person like Chelsea Green who does a bunch of ridiculous shit. But if you're going to do that, none of the bullshit and shenanigans. Keep her far away from Spanish Rachel and Liv Morgan and their bullshit. Let her go out there and wrestle all of the really talented female wrestlers that you have out there week after week and be a fighting champion and do some cool shit. And if you want to build something to like Ivy Nile or someone else for the pay-per-view, that's cool. But don't do this with her on a weekly basis because it just kind of seems like a waste.
Especially against Spanish Rachel, you can't really do too much with that.
Dominik Mysterio's a fuckboy.
I'm gonna swallow the backstage Dom fuckboy tendencies plus the Temptation Island like comparisons analogy that Matt made me like it even more. The match itself, I'm gonna gargle it just because Lyra got the win, and then we're getting Pam and Lyra, so that might be cool. Got a question for you guys. Who the fuck ordered a Grande Americano on my Raw? Because I don't recall ordering this shit. We get a video package getting the lore of El Grande Americano. That's apparently one of the biggest names in Mexican lucha libre history, up there with El Santo, Blue Demon, and the Guerreros. But apparently because he had so many haters, he got blackballed or his balls got black or something. He decided to hide. I'm not sure which one it was. Ray and Dragon Lee didn't find the lore video all that amusing. Chad Gable came into Adam Pearce's office to join them to let Adam Pearce know, hey, I got a doctor's note. I'm using one of my sick days. Apparently it was legit. So Dragon Ball Lee had to find a new opponents, and Chad Gable suggested, what about El Grande Americano? And Dragon El Grande
Americano. He's from the Gulf of America, Vince.
Listen. I didn't want to mention that because I have mixed feelings about it because it's good, but then also
crazy.
Whatever.
No, see, this is the shit I love, is because this is a comedy segment, because he is clearly a bad guy. He is a heel. He is this.
Clearly,
letting
Chad
him
Gable
be a piece of shit that we can hate.
Yes.
From the Gulf of America, MAGA made, all of it.
They keep proving that the MAGA made nickname is made for them.
And I can't believe Ray Fenix is going along with it.
Listen,
well, no, he's going to be on SmackDown.
He's going to be on SmackDown.
Yeah, Ray Fenix is going to be on SmackDown, but he's also El Grande Luchador.
But he doesn't have
Americano.
Okay.
Chad Door.
Okay, before we get to the match, Dragon Lee, to set up the match, says he doesn't care whose chorizo he wrestles, whether it's El Grande Americano or Chad Gable. He's going to go ahead and wrestle whoever. And we do get the match. Solid match. They got this is awesome. We got a bunch of ole, ole, ole chants. At one point, El Grande Americano from the Gulf of America, I guess that's how they wrestle over there, removed the mask clean from Dragon Lee's head. I did not know he had curly hair. He had a great head of hair, by the way.
Curly?
Yeah, it was a little curly, or like maybe it was like some mousse or whatever, but he has a good head of hair on top of the great body he had in that March Meaningless tournament. El Grande Americano gets the win via tap out ankle lock. Listen, he must have gotten some inspiration from either Kurt Angle or Chad Gable, or maybe wants to replicate some American style into his game because he wrestled very similarly and did a lot of similar moves to Chad Gable. Maybe he does want to join MAGA Made because he's from the Gulf of America. I'm not saying that's Chad Gable. I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying it's Chad Gable. I'm just saying he might be an admirer of MAGA Made.
I don't know. The match I watched, that was some prime Mexican lucha wrestling right there.
Yeah, the kind that Jack Swagger had towards the end of Lucha Underground before he got canceled.
You mean Jack Swagger?
Jack
Swagger.
Hager. Whatever.
Swagger?
Jack Hager, whatever it was. But yeah, El Gran Americano's debut wrestling his chorizo with Dragon Ball Lee's Spitter Swallow.
Oh, you said Dragon Ball Lee. That's a swallow.
Kind of hard not. It rolls off the fucking tongue, man. God
I know
damn
it does. Like those Dragon Balls.
Spitter Swallow, bro. Come on.
I swallowed.
Okay, Katie.
I don't even know. I literally just put crazy because what the fuck? How did we get here? I mean, El Grande Americano was not something I expected them to do, like to this extent, especially like the video package and the weird editing and like
Very
it was
lucha.
very very lucha, very door.
My only thing is that the music I didn't fuck with. I thought it was like too on the nose. It was like that's just me. And my wife wasn't a fan of the El Grande Americano.
El Grande.
El Grande Americano. She was not a fan. She was definitely not a fan. She didn't.
If
like
I can roll my R's, you can say Grande.
I refuse to give him the proper pronunciation.
That's disrespectful.
He was disrespectful.
That is
I can be disrespectful.
He was not disrespectful. From what I got from the video package, and listen, we know from the IWC that video packages and exposition to know who these wrestlers are is very important. How else would I know? And they said greatest luchador in Mexican wrestling history, blackballed, which is why you can't find any information on him. And WWE sought him out and brought him here for your viewing pleasure, Vince. You're going to disrespect this man from the Gulf of America?
You're getting your wishes so sad.
I feel like how Adam Pearce felt in the backstage segment, trying to get everything in order, because that's what it feels like. He was backstage. New Day came in, and they're like, "Hey, we demand a Raw Tag Team title match." After Triple H remembered that Raw has tag team champions, and Adam Pearce remembered they have tag team champions, so they might be doing something with the tag title. So they did a little vignette for the War Raiders, so that was the thing. Adam Pearce also came outside and says he wants wait, what did I have here? Oh yeah, he tries to address the whole title situation about how like Rhea keeps trying to like jump in and do whatever she wants, saying that the signature doesn't really matter. It's not official. It's not legal. What Rhea does is not legal. Iyo comes out, says she wants them both at the same time, but Bianca then later came out and says that she doesn't want to share Iyo with Rhea, so she just that's the way I heard it. Rhea came out and said she doesn't care about WrestleMania. She just wants Iyo already. She can't really wait. So then it gets announced after a bunch of hemming and hawing that Rhea versus Iyo for the championship will happen next week. They brawl. Bianca stands tall after she gives Iyo a KOD to the outside. Rhea was thankfully there to catch her. And then Bianca goes to the backstage area and has a whole conversation with Adam Pearce. She's complaining. And apparently she's going to be the special guest referee because that's going to lead to wonderful results. Adam Pearce, that just makes total sense. Instead of banning her from ringside where the shenanigans started, you're just going to insert her into the match. Like she's not going to go ahead and fuck over Rhea. But yeah, Adam Pearce, Raw Women's title situation, debacle, spit swallow.
I think this is all hysterical just because like it's the most convoluted bullshit way to get us to the triple threat we all knew we were gonna get as soon as Iyo won that title. Like we all knew that was coming. Rhea looked incredible. Goddamn.
Yes.
I just have to say that. Bianca getting booed, I was kind of surprised. But like she's selfish. She doesn't want to share. That's sharing is caring, Bianca.
I mean, I wouldn't want to share Iyo either. Like neither of them wanted to share Iyo. They just didn't want.
Also, Io's so tired of getting disrespected. She gets muffed and mushed every week by these bitches. Io's done.
I'm sick and tired of it. I need Iyo to just fuck them both up. Matt.
So me and my wife are watching the show Temptation Island, and on Temptation Island, there is this couple, Brian and Shantae, and one of the reasons that they're on Temptation Island is because Brian has an affinity for threesomes, kind of like Iyo, and Shantae wants to have a monogamous relationship, kind of like Bianca Belair, and for their relationship to, continue, Brian's got to prove some things to Shantae. And unfortunately, again, on this last episode, Brian gave into his threesome temptation when two girls came along and, it was offered to him and he accepted, which is exactly what's going to happen here. And Shantae feels very disrespected, much like Iyo does. So very much Temptation Island all the way through Raw tonight.
I'm just going to
Temptation Island spoilers.
Yeah, wow, you didn't even put a warning out there. It's crazy. I don't watch a fucking show.
I think I'm going to just title the episode either Temptation Island or Temptation Island spoilers, because that's the theme of the Raw tonight.
Raw is Temptation Island.
Raw is Temptation Island.
Brian wanted his threesome. He was getting his threesome, and Rhea wants her threesome. She's going to get her threesome.
Yeah.
Can I go do?
I'm going to swallow it. I think it's cool. I just... not a fan of the disrespect the Eels keep getting as champion. I'm not a fan. As a fan of men and or women that have been champions while and being disrespected while they're champion. Shout out Rey Mysterio. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I don't really approve of it, but I do approve of CM Punk. He came out to address the crowd. He was talking about his road to WrestleMania, how it's going to be uncertain, how he wanted it, how he wasn't sure if he was going to get what he wanted or will he teased us. He was talking about how he was going to win the Royal Rumble and he didn't get a chance to do that. And then he was going to win the Elimination Chamber and he wasn't able to do that. And then he was also making comments and notes about how things change. So many things stay the same. He makes a reference about his Brawl Out presser where he's talking about how he works with children. He talks about how Seth's the biggest child of them all. I don't remember all the adjectives and phrases he used to describe Seth Rollins as a baby, man-child, but
his baby.
Yeah. Then he goes ahead and talks about Roman, how he has to face the fact that Paul Heyman is not just his wise man, alluding that there might be more there between CM Punk and Paul Heyman. He confirms that in London, we're going to get a contract signing to make this match official because it's already been officially booked and advertised and everything, but we still need to officially sign on the dots. What else did I have here? Oh, yeah. And then he punctured his promo by saying he brought them into this world, alluding to them debuting in the Shield, helping him out and saying he's going to enjoy taking them out of his world. Out of this world. So again, a lot of children metaphors, basically calling them his children, and again made the same point from last week, saying they haven't beat him individually without the help of the others. So CM Punk promo confirming that they're going to have a contract signed in London. I don't remember if he said if it was going to be on Friday SmackDown or next week Monday on Raw, but one of those two.
Raw, because I don't think SmackDown's in London next week.
I think they are in London.
I can guarantee you SmackDown's not in London next week.
No, I meant like London, SmackDown this week on London or Raw next week on London, because I think they're both on London.
I don't
it's
think
Googleable. It's Googleable, but
it is Googleable. But I'm going to swallow because my wife and I are watching the show Temptation Island. And
here we
Temptation Island, there's this guy, Lino, right? And he's in this relationship, and an issue with his relationship is that he feels like he gave and gave and gave to his girlfriend, and he got nothing back. Kind of like how CM Punk feels like he gave and gave and gave to Roman and Seth. He brought them in the business and all this, and he's received nothing back from them. All they're trying to do is stop him from getting the one thing that he really wants. In Lino's case, it's a relationship and a marriage and equity. In this case, it is the main event spot at WrestleMania, which is almost more important than a monogamous relationship in some cases. So now he's out there playing the field. Lino's kind of doing his thing. She's said some fucked up shit, and same deal, right? Same deal here. And I'm Team Punk and Team Lino.
I Like, I don't know why CM Punk thinks he's a full ass dad. I brought you into this world. Shut up, Phil. Relax.
He is a full ass dad. He has children, twin daughters in NXT.
They're not
He does.
twins.
They were both born in 2001. We've confirmed
I don't
it.
give
They're
a
twins.
But Keisha, they're not twins. Anyways,
Yes.
no, Punk doing Punk things. You know, bringing back the I'm tired. I'm old. We're fucking children. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nothing too crazy. By the time that came around, I was like, oh, we still have time. I wonder what's gonna happen next. It was the main event.
Yeah. I almost forgot about the main event. I'm swallowing it too, just because I like the points he was making, and I like the tease about him saying what he wants. We all know what he wants is to main event WrestleMania. He says, I'm not gonna get what I want, or am I? Depends on I gotta read the fine print on that contract to see if the powers that be will pull the rug from under me again. But again, he's trying to like stir the pot, plant some seeds, some Easter eggs, and what have you about whether or not that match is going to main events. So I'm all for it. I'm swallowing it. Moving on, Katie alluded to it. It's the main event. We have the IC title match between the current champion Bron Breakker defending against Penta Cero Miedo. Early in the night, Dom, like Matt was talking about, Dom did offer a spot in Judgment Day and said, "Hey, don't answer me now. Think about it." But Penta looked like he was kind of mad about it. But yes, Matt, sounded like you.
No,
like
I was just
okay. Wasn't sure. I wanted to share. Seemed like you wanted to say something. Okay, just throw up the ums and the zeros. Okay. Yeah, solid match. Pretty good. JD Judgment Day comes out after a very sick table spots. Then like as the match progresses, it's really great. We get Mexican Destroyers, we got Breakensteiners, but Dom doesn't let them finish. Fucking Dom. I can't stand Dom. You know what? I can't stand Dom this episode. He really is. He's really is cock blocking. DQ finish. Finn hits him from behind. There's a beatdown on Braun after the match. They offer Penta a chair to attack Bron Breakker. Instead, it hits Dom. Finn is not impressed. Finn then later tries to get the advantage on Penta and Bron Breakker. Judgment Day stand tall. Overall match, Judgment Day segments, spare swallow.
spit.
Go ahead. Continue.
Oh no, I don't care about Judgment Day. Even Vince has finally come around. I heard it on Get Yo. Judgment Day sucks. This Finn Balor sucks. This whole thing sucks. There's nothing. It's so bad I don't even have a Temptation Island reference for this whole situation. All I have is, if this is Cero Miedo, which is Zero Fear, then this is Fuck Fear, which was a Stone Cold Steve Austin shit. That's all I have to offer in this segment. Take it away.
Oh wow.
I've been saying this for a week. Meh. No, the match was a swallow until Dominik Mysterio decided to insert himself into a situation where he wasn't fucking needed. It's like, listen here, Dominik. Nobody wanted you out there in the first place. Or the second place.
Wait, whose match did he insert himself in?
Bronze.
Who let the dogs out?
Thank you. It needed to happen.
Appreciate it.
You again, Vince. I was just letting you do your thing.
No. I was supposed to do that when I was trying to bring up the main event. It's like we're in the main event, so that means the dogs are barking or whatever, and I was going to play it, but it over my head because I was starting. Because I was starting to cough a little, and I'm like, let me just get through this thing so that you guys can spit or swallow. I'm gonna gargle it. Honestly, because I was really excited for Penta versus Bron Breakker. We didn't get a clean finish. As much as I love Dom, he's not letting me get the things that I want the last couple weeks, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. And then Finn, I kind of feel like Finn right now. Not really feeling Dom, but they stood tall, so we'll see where that goes. I'm uninterested. It looks like they might be going into a multi-person match for the IC title if they didn't do that clean finish at the end or give Penta the title or what have you. So who knows? Maybe Finn, maybe Dom, maybe both are inserted into some sort of title match going into WrestleMania. And it might not be as good as just a straight up match between Bron Breakker and Penta, but it's a girl for me. Anything else that I might have missed, or any other points you guys want to make before we wrap up?
I don't think so.
I think we covered everything, right?
Gracias.
Overall, RawFlix and chill, spit or swallow.
Oh, that's actually
Everybody
true.
Raw has faced lately has lost by interference. Ooh, interesting.
True.
That's interesting information there. Yeah, overall, spit or swallow Raw.
I'll swallow.
Okay.
I like CM Punk. I liked El Gran Mocha Frappuccino.
Close, almost there. You're on the right track.
Getting?
I love women's stuff. It reminded me of Temptation Island.
No, really?
Yeah, I didn't know if I told you guys this, but me and my wife have been watching the show Temptation Island.
Matt, have you and Kate been watching Temptation Island by chance?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I'll give it an overall swallow. There was nothing that was like overly bad. The only thing I didn't really care about too much was the IC women's title, unfortunately. And then like the men's IC title got ended abruptly. That's the only thing I have to nitpick about. But yeah, overall good show. Katie, where can everybody find you?
I didn't even give my answer. Wow, that's so fucked up.
You did. I thought you said you swallowed.
I didn't
My
say
apologies.
anything.
Give your answer, Katie, and then tell everybody where they can find you. My apologies. Sorry, I don't do this on the regular.
Wow, during Women's Month, how dare you? Oh, God.
That's why you're the underboss.
Tony D'Angelo, what are you doing here? I'll begrudgingly swallow. It was gonna be a guard when I was like, I'll swallow it. John Cena.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah. You know, that fun stuff. But you can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasson13, the link tree in my bio to take everything She Lead Showcase, twitch.tv/She Lead Showcase, and youtube.com/She Lead Showcase. Thursdays, I don't fucking know what time. I don't know. It's gonna be on Thursdays. We'll figure it out.
All right. Is it okay if I plug my stuff first and then you plug the Smackin' Raw stuff at the end?
You are the underboss in charge.
Thank you. Follow me on social media at SES Vince. Check out the Get Your Podcast this Wednesday, live 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. The sweaty session this week is wrestling breakup songs. What breakup song would you give a wrestling breakup? So have fun making those pairs in your mind. Until then, Matt?
Remember, the final NXXXT is tomorrow, and the final Smackin' It Down is this Friday. Vince will not be there because he loves somebody more than he loves me.
It's my wife's birthday.
Katie.
Come on.
Like I said, because he loves someone more than he loves me, and he will not give in to temptation on this island.
Shut the fuck up.
After that, you guys can follow us Saturdays, 9 p.m. Central. We talked about that. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, MATTRIDDER, for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content. We do have a very special Getting Off thing dropping for you very soon. So if you follow me, you will know when that drops. Or, if you flick that bean, hit that notification bell, you'll also know when it drops. So do any of those things so you can see this very special content coming to you from Getting Off and Katie and I. And then, everywhere else at Smackin' It Raw. Yes, Katie?
We also have trivia on Sunday, but...
It's Trivia Sunday.
Wow, sound more excited, please.
Yeah.
Questions.
With that being said, this has been the last episode of RawFlix and Chill. Later, y'all.